So, have you ever wanted to build a really tall tower with a spiral staircase all the way to the top? Not only a spiral, but an enclosed spiral staircase. Well, you can, and there is no wire glitching involved in this. I will show you how. So we're going to start with the base. I'm going to put down one of these small short walls. Add a small floor. And put 6 triangles in like so. Small square floors. Fill the gaps with triangles. So you have, I think that's a dodecadon, 12-sided shape. Take another small short wall, place it in front of one of the triangular pieces, add one of these short staircases like so. Add a triangle. Take another, I'm going to just leave this out so it's easier to duplicate. Take another small short wall, add 2 small floors on the top, add another staircase, take this small floor off, add a triangle. And this last few steps you are just going to repeat. Small wall, 2 small floors, take this floor off and line up a staircase with the remaining one. Remove the short wall and the square floor and replace it with a small triangle. And this, basically, you just do this all the way around. And the walls will go, make sure that you attach them to the base. They can sometimes attach to the steps or the raised floors. So just go around. I tend to like to do the steps before I put the walls on. So just find it easier to get the floors on if the walls aren't in the way, because it's another snap point. And yes, I did this for 8 stories. The inner walls go around the hexagon in the middle. And you can put doorways here and here. I did use these short stone walls between each level of walls on my build, and the reason is that these actually have gaps in them. They have slats, so they actually give you some natural light because there are no windows in these half vertical walls, which is slightly annoying because some of the windows in this set, like for example this one, would be perfect and they would fit in a half wall. Maybe I'll ask Hello Games to do that. So if you're wondering, yes, you can do this with the bigger pieces. Start by making your base, full floor, 6 large triangles in the middle, full floors all the way around. Apparently I'm going into the ground. This is a nice planet, but it's not very flat. Well, very few are. Then fill in these gaps with triangles. This is slightly more complicated. There are a couple of things that we didn't have to deal with the smaller one, but there are advantages. Right, for the placement of the first steps, we have a slight problem with this. I'm going to take that large floor out and put 4 small floors in here. And our first step, we're going to put a short wall in the middle, so it's in the middle between these 2 small floors. Add steps, we're going to have to add 2 because obviously the width. We're going to add 2 small floors like so. This is to get you lined up with this triangle. Now ordinarily we'd just add a triangle. We cannot add a triangle onto small floors. So take a large floor, overlap it like that. You can now attach your triangle. Remove the big floors. And now this will be the step that you will just duplicate endlessly until your brain falls out, depending on how high you want to go. On the edge of the triangle, add a short wall, add 4 small floors. Take the first 2 off, add steps. Take a big floor, overlap, line it up with the right hand edge. Take a triangle, attach it. Delete the large floors. Again, repeat. I keep doing this today. Duplicate your floors, don't delete them. Add a short wall on the edge of the triangle. 4 small floors. Ooh, I've got a grub! This is a paradise planet, but apparently we have grubs. I wonder if I build on top of it, whether that'll trigger things. I didn't notice that before. Right, anyway, take the first 2 off. Add some steps. Duplicate large floor, line it up with the right hand edge. Add a triangle. Delete those big floors. And that is basically, I mean, the advantage is obviously if you want windows in your tower, you can use these windows, well, you can use any windows, but you can use these windows. The only thing is if obviously you want small towers for a castle, it's a bit on the big side, but you know, it works. Whatever you want, really. So there you have it. So this build I have entitled the Aqua Verde Observation Tower. It was sort of an experiment. I haven't really decorated yet. I'm not sure what I was going to do with it. It was sort of a doodle that got out of hand. I mean, it's very pretty. I had pondered turning it into a nightclub or a bar because all these fungi light up beautifully at night. I don't know yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I lost 7 Paradise planets and deleted 14 bases. Not all of them were on Paradise planets. I had 2 tree houses that were no longer on Misty Worlds and no longer had trees. So I'm kind of exploring at the moment, finding new planets, experimenting with different ideas. Obviously I've refined this idea with the spiral, but when I originally built mine, yes, I do have a teleported because climbing all those stairs can get a bit tedious. When I originally built mine, I built the spiral and then added the base underneath, and I added triangles where I should have added squares. So what's actually happened is I've got these pieces sticking through all the way up, and I have a little gap. If you build the base first, there's a little gap. If you build the base first, this doesn't happen. So we'll see. I might keep it, I might not. I might do something different with it. He is a big boy. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I am building a castle. I am building a traditional sort of Norman castle with 4 towers. So I'll see how that goes. But this was mostly an experiment. It is pretty. It is something. I'm just not sure what it is at the moment. Anyway, I hope you have fun with this technique. If you have any comments or queries, please post them down below. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.